So it's Wednesday now. Got a car clean. Pretty much got anything. I'm just still waiting for the confirmation. So gonna be driving around doing Uber and Lyft. Kind of just back to where I was. Got a little something different I'll probably do in the next day or two. But right this second, I'm just gonna drive around, try to make some money. It's a nice day. Besides that, let's see what I can make. Atlanta's a little tough sometimes when it comes to directions, but trying to just learn the area so once I start doing everything else, it'll make it a lot easier. But I haven't done as much content. I actually got a lot of stuff filmed. I just haven't really put it together because I don't know. I'm trying to figure out something different to do, or how to do it maybe until the black comes about, because that would change it a lot. But until then, it's kind of like, so how do I do this, or what do I do? But that's just part of doing the content. My main thing was just trying to get everything set up, and it takes a little bit longer, but I had much of a choice because, you know, a lot of people probably wonder why I even come up here and do this. But the reason why is because I'm trying to go to all these different states, but I also wanted to do Uber Black up here first because Miami and all that, you could do it down there, but I think it's a little bit better up here. We're going to find out if it is or not, but it's definitely harder, and usually if it's harder, it means it's probably better. Probably less people. Most people around here that are doing it possibly are renting or their fleet, because I see a lot of cars that aren't. Well, actually, I just know there's a few companies out here that rent and do stuff to a lot of people. A lot of you guys will think it's easier because you don't have to pay the commercial insurance. You don't have to do all the stuff that I had to do. But at the end of the day, you're paying double what I pay. I got to fix the car if something happens, but I mean, it's not that big of a deal. Making more money, just kind of put it aside, save it up. You know, a lot of people, it's sold to you as, oh, it's easier. Well, guys, it's time for Uber Black. You guys ready? Well, let's go, guys. In Atlanta, Georgia, state number 2. Let's go. All right, so I got my for-hire appointment. They approved the permit. Now I'm going to get fingerprints today. It costs $50. But yeah, I'm going to do that today. Everything's good. So finally, it's all coming together. All right, so got the fingerprint done over here in Roswell. I went to the place, got fingerprints. You got to do all the fingers. You roll them, do all that stuff. They email me a copy. They'll send it to the DDS. Everything should be good now. So now I'm just waiting for official confirmation back from the DDS, and then I'll be good to go. So all that's pretty much done now. It's just a matter of waiting for the DDS. So it's Wednesday. It's cold. It's nice. It's different. Trying to figure out which area I'm going to drive in, see how busy it's going to be. Hopefully I get some rides to the airport. Just try to make some money. I'm trying to do some research on some of these other things. I got some content coming out that I'm going to show, and I'm explaining more of why I'm doing and why I came up here, and just a lot of different stuff, because it probably seems like it was a mistake to come up here. You know, it doesn't make no sense. Could have just stayed down there and done all that, but there's a lot more reasons why I came up here. People don't really understand, but I'll show you guys all that in the future. Right now, it's just trying to make some money just to pay the bills, just till it's all done and finalized. But that's just part of the process. I'd have done the same thing down there. I'd have just made a little bit more money with Premiere and stuff, but I would have cost me more money because I would have had to do more airports. I'd have had to do cruise ports. So that's the real reason why I came up here is, you know, it's a lot cheaper up here, and it's just as busy. Because down there, I promise you, there's a lot more airports, a lot more cruise ports, a lot more things you're going to have to get decals and stuff for. So it would have cost me a lot more money to stay down there. And I could have probably saved money, probably got cheaper rent or whatever. But at the same time, it would have cost me a lot more money. So what I'm paying up here, honestly, isn't much more. And it's a different area. It's a different location. It's a good area. It's a good location. You just get tired of Florida, guys. Like, I've been in Florida for so long, and then being locked up, it's like I wanna see different areas. I want to see different places. And if it's hard sometimes, then it's hard. But at least I'm getting to see different areas. At least I can make some money. And it's just part of living life. Like, I don't have any kids. I don't have none of that stuff to kind of tie me down to a spot. A lot of people would wish they could go and travel around and try to work and make some money and do stuff like what I'm doing. You know, a lot of people probably see all the hardships and the frustration and all this stuff, and you think, oh, I wouldn't want to deal with all that. Well, you know, I would deal with it somewhere else. It wouldn't matter. It's just, I want to be in different areas. I want to see different stuffs, meet different people, and see if I find a better spot than Florida. Because I've been in Florida forever. If you don't live in Florida, you're like, oh, Florida's great. Why you want to leave? It's because I lived there forever. Where do you live at? Do you want to live there forever? Maybe you probably want to leave too. So that's how it is I want to go see some other areas, find different spots, and see if I can find somewhere else that I can make more money at and stay there and like it. And that's the whole point of doing all this, besides showing everybody this and helping you guys learn how to do Uber Black the right way and own your own business. Alright, so I'm online. Hopefully I get up to the airport. I would like to get a ride with Uber to the airport. Lyft, I mean, I got Lyft on too, but Lyft doesn't really give me a ride like Uber does. It doesn't give me that priority. I already checked, there was like scheduled rides, there wasn't anything, but I'm not like a elite or any top tier, so I don't really get a whole lot of reservations. I've only done literally one. So now I got one request. It was like $16 to go way down south, so it was a match, so I didn't take it, because taking the matches a lot of times really means somebody else got a higher price and you got a lower price. So that's why sometimes it's not worth taking them, because somebody else probably got $19 or $20 or $17, whatever. So I'm over here by the Lenox Mall, so you'll see all this. So trying to see if I don't end up getting a ride. I was trying to get gas, but everywhere was like too expensive. I got 300 miles, so I'm just gonna wait, because I'm not paying $3.49, and then there was $2.99, but it's got to be cheaper somewhere else, because I swear last night when I was in Riverdale, like south of Atlanta, it was like $2.39, $2.49. I mean, that's a 50-cent difference. I just didn't need that much gas. But I guess in this area it's more expensive, because you got Cartier, you got Lenox Mall. It's kind of like Orlando or Aventura, you know, Mall Millennia, stuff like that. So it's that kind of area type, to where I guess they raise it's like being in Boca Raton, gas is higher. So waiting on a match. There we go. See, we're going to the airport. So we're gonna take it. It's $13, but I'm going to the airport. So that's all I wanted. Great, because now I'll pick them up and then I'll drop them off and I'll get a ride. But I'm gonna turn regular Uber off. See, I'm gonna take that off and I'm gonna do XL or Comfort. And that way I guarantee a better ride. Now I gotta turn off Lyft, because I'll forget and then it'll like ding me a ride. I don't want people thinking I'm trying to like pick up double people. It's not shared ride. But let me go take them to the airport. Let's see what we get. It's a good start. That's a great start today. Even though it wasn't like $20, $30 or $80 like I normally get, still going to the airport. I mean, it's Uber, it's whatever. It's nothing I can do about it right now. But hopefully, when I leave there, I get a really good ride. That'd make a great day. Start off great. It's always good to start off with a surge, ride to the airport, or something good, because it makes the rest of the day just kind of go smooth. It just kind of gets you in a better mood. So I literally follow the directions, and then it just changes out the blue. Oh, you got to go this way. Now I had to go all the way back around again. And it's just crazy, because I was literally in the right spot, and some reason it gives me totally wrong direction. Now it's making it harder for me to even get somewhere. I'm just going to turn around and get around there, because it's going to be easier to do it that way. Dropped that guy off. It was like $13. So now I'm right here at the airport. Now I got XL on, and it says head to the waiting lot. So that's what I'm gonna do, because you got to come back that round anyways to pick up through the rideshare pickup. So you got to go to the waiting lot, because the way to get access, I guess, the way to do it. So So I'm gonna head that way. Hopefully I get an XL ride or a Comfort ride, because that's what I got on. I don't have regular Uber. I want something decent. Oh, hopefully an XL, because it pays more than a Comfort. Hopefully I get a good ride. Hopefully it's up to like Roswell or something like that, Sandy Springs, Marietta, something like that. It'd be great. Cobb County, Woodstock. I'll take something all the way to Woodstock. It would be fine, cause it'd be a pretty expensive ride and make some money, and it'll boost the day. That's what I need, is a good boost after that $13 ride, but it wasn't too far. Now what you're gonna do is you're gonna swing around like this. So we're going to the domestic terminal, and then gonna swing around, and then we got to go back around the side again to the rental car. I'm about to show you guys. So we're gonna go all the way around. Then I'm gonna have to get over all the way over to the left, go to the domestic terminal, airport, park and ride. So I gotta go back that way. This is all coming from the drop-offs, the arrivals. Now, I got all this traffic coming from that side, so I have to get all the way over again to the right-hand side and follow domestic terminal north. Is basically what it is. So now I'm going to get all the way over, and then I swing back around like that. And then you're going to have the waiting lot is down there. I'm going to show you guys the waiting lot. See how many cars, how many Ubers are out there? That's a lot of Ubers right there. And then what I'm going to do is I should skip all those people and get a ride from the airport, because I dropped somebody off. Now there's very few instances where it doesn't necessarily happen, but you got construction going around the corner. So last time I got a ride before I got to this spot, but I'm going to hit off the destination mode and should get a ride. But it might not be busy. I don't know. I didn't check it with Gridwise. I didn't really do it. But got all that right there. So hopefully it pops up, because I'm definitely not trying to wait in the waiting lot, because it's definitely not worth it when you got all of those people in the waiting lot. And I'm not trying to wait out there. I'm just not trying to do it. So unfortunately, I'm probably not going to get a ride. So I'm just going to literally just go, because there's 205 cars ahead of me. I'm not doing it. So I'm going to leave. I'm going to go to arrivals, departures, just cut back through there and then leave this time, because I didn't get a ride. I'm not waiting with 200 cars ahead of me. I ain't doing it. But sometimes it's just not busy, so it doesn't give me a ride. But by the time I get back around, I could get another ride and just circle back around again. All right, so no ride. Now that's pretty big, 200 people, but it's a Wednesday, so it's probably not that busy. If it was a Friday or something, I'd have got a ride. So hey, it's whatever. It just happens sometimes. I could not show this and be like, "Oh, see, I always get a ride." No, I'd show it, because sometimes I don't get a ride, but it's fine. Most time you're going to, but if it's not busy, well, then you're not, and you got 200 people in the line, so nobody ordered it. Now, if I would have had Uber on, I probably could have increased my chances, but I did it last time I got it with XL, and I've done it with Premier, and I've done it with all those, so I'm not trying to sell myself short just to kind of make some content, show you guys, oh, look, I got it. No, because I could have done that with other airports with Uber and stuff. Now, I just get it. If I don't, well, I leave, because it's not that busy. Because sometimes it's just not that busy when you drop somebody off. I mean, he could be going there 3 hours early. It's just not busy. So sometimes that happens. It's not the end of the world. I mean, I got paid. I just got to go drive around somewhere else. Whatever. Still in the queue somehow, but I'm not going to get a ride, because I've already got one. But I might get a ride somewhere else back to the airport. I've done that. I've left the airport because I didn't get a ride. Got a ride back to the airport, and then got a ride the next time. So, I mean, that's happened. I've done that at Miami I think I did it like twice. I think I did it at PBI too. I did it at PBI one time, and I did it at Miami one time, where I didn't get a ride. So I left, got a ride back to the airport, and then literally got a ride the second time when I left the airport. And that was like a Premier ride, I think, at PBI too. So I did pretty good, but that's just how it is sometimes. It happens. I got gas and I got a ride to Delta XL ride for like $9. So told you, not getting a ride back to the airport again. And I'm gonna go pick them up and take them to the airport, and hopefully this time I get a ride. So we'll see. But that works out. XL ride to the airport. After I left the airport, I just stopped to get gas. But I told you, look, this is the third time I've done this. Now I'll get a ride when I leave the airport. And I only had XL and Comfort on. I didn't even have a regular Uber on. Still got a ride. So I dropped them off. It was an XL ride. So now hopefully I get a ride from the airport. But the weird thing is it gives you weird directions sometimes. Like it wanted me to come back around for no reason. And it confused me because I didn't know if they were curbside check-in or not. I didn't know if they were curbside check-in or what, because they have, with Delta, they have a curbside check-in where your bag's already checked. So there's a different spot you go to. So that's what I was checking because I've done that. But they didn't have that, but it was showing me, go down there. It just gets weird. Maybe the way they put in their drop-off. And so it really had me looking like an idiot because I'm like, this doesn't make any sense. But, you know, at least I know next time I'll just drop it on. If it's not curbside, I'm just going to the same spot. It doesn't matter. Because for some reason, GPS, Uber, Lyft, all of them get confused sometimes. I don't know why. It's the mapping system that they use, and it goes crazy in Atlanta. Atlanta's definitely probably the most difficult spot I've had to drive in yet, because there's so many highways and the GPS just doesn't know what it's doing. So now I know how to get back to the waiting lot, so I'm just going to do it without the directions. So maybe that'll help me get a ride. So now I just got to get back to the waiting lot, because now I know how to do this because I've done it enough. And that's the thing, is the more you do an area, the more you do the airport, the easier it gets, because you kind of, you know what you're doing. But the first few times is always the hardest. So like I always say, the first day is always the hardest because you don't know what you're doing. And you don't know where you're at, how anything works. But once you do, it's no big deal. I'm going to have to go back around again if I don't get a ride like I did last time, but it don't matter. The only bad thing about this waiting lot is you literally, if you don't get a ride, you've got to go back through all that stuff I just went to get back out of here. Like other airports, if I didn't get a ride, there was a way to get around without going through it all. Because I'm not going to sit in the waiting lot. But it kind of sucks because, there might be a way. Hopefully I'll find it this time, but I really don't think there is one. It's either you get a ride or you just got to go back through all that stuff, and I don't really like having to do that. But you guys can get a good view of that waiting lot. That's a lot of cars, 205 cars, and that's just the regular Uber XL. All that. The black waiting lot, I'll show you guys that once I get everything's approved, and then I get the decal. It's a totally different waiting lot, and that's where you probably wait for private clients, and you'd wait with black vehicles. So, but that won't be until everything. Now there's 195 people, but oh well, I don't really care. Hopefully I get a ride, but it's not looking too good. Then I'll just get another ride back to the airport again. I've done that before. Palm Beach, just back to back airport rides, but they paid a lot more because it was Uber. It was Uber Premier. It's Atlanta Airport. Got the drop-offs, all that. So Atlanta Airport. That's twice now, no ride. But hey, it's probably not that busy, so it's whatever. Maybe I'll get another ride back to the airport, but it's whatever. I'm at $23.52, so we'll see what happens. I just got to get back out of here again. At least I'm learning the airport. That's the only good thing. Practice makes perfect, and I'm getting a lot of practice with getting in and out of this airport. So I've started to learn how this airport, because I haven't really been here too much. This is the one city I ain't had a whole lot of rides to the airport. But you know, it's different when you're like South Florida and stuff, because you're going to get rides to Miami Airport, PBI, all that. And then like Jacksonville, you're going to get rides to the airport, especially in the areas I was working at. Tampa, I was getting rides to the airport. So it always, you know, everywhere is different. But Atlanta, I've done a couple rides, but not a whole lot. Usually I was at least doing one ride to an airport at least once a day. Lately I haven't, but I was actually I was kind of working later, starting later. I wasn't starting as early as I started today, That's why I'm getting more rides to the airport, because it's earlier. And this airport's usually pretty busy. That's why I was surprised I didn't get a ride when I left twice now. But obviously, it's not that busy. So, well, it is what it is. Sometimes you just, I got some practice with the airport, made a little bit of money, so I can't complain too much. I got a $32 ride. I think I might take that at 5 o'clock. I don't know. I don't really like dealing with reservations when I'm that far away. But it's a good amount of money for 14 miles. I'm thinking about doing it. Totally different thing. You know what? I don't know if I want to do it, though. I don't know if I want to do it. Because if it's still sitting there might be a reason. Or it could have just popped up. So I got another $9 XL ride. I forgot I only had it on XL and Comfort. I'm not going to take that Lyft reservation. It's $32, but it's way out in Mableton. Got to drive pretty far, and then they just canceled, so oh well. But I don't want a Comfort ride. I ain't doing that one either. But I don't know. $32. I have to drive way out there just to get $32. It's not really worth it. If I was in the area or something, that's the thing about reservations, is it's not that far ahead to plan and go way out there for $32. But then again, it's money, and I probably should do it. I got another XL ride. I'm gonna take it. I don't know if it's the same people or not. I guess it was the same people. They canceled. Oh well. I don't know what issue they got. Well, it might not even be the same people, but whoever it was, like, they're in a rush. Oh, got one to the airport. I'm gonna take it. See, you know what? I'm glad those people canceled. Made it easier for me. Oh, and it says all requests taken. Oh well. Back with 50-cent surges. Look at that, 50-cent surge. Yeah, that's gonna really entice me to go to that area. Oh, give me 50 cents. Yeah, that ain't worth it. That's like a slap in the face. It's like a joke. Hey, here's 50-cent surge, Atlanta. You guys, we really want to pay you some money. And then I guarantee you they're charging that customer a lot more money than 50 cents. But that's the algorithm, the AI algorithm they got, trying to be like, oh, well, these drivers will take it. I'm not even going to take nothing from that area just because you've got to train it that, hey, I'm not taking that. I don't care about that surge. Because at that point, that surge doesn't mean anything. That's nothing. 50 cents is zero. That's like nothing. Literally nothing. So the Comfort ride, I ain't going to do it. That's too far for not that much money. But I do got a $1.25 surge. So we'll see what I get, though, because that ain't that good. But I'm getting pretty busy downtown. We're going to do that XL, though, because that's $11 for 8 miles. So now I got to go pick them up. So I dropped them off at over here by the Lenox mall. So I'm right here by the mall. But the good thing about this mall, or that where I picked them up, they're having a conference. So I found that out. Some big conference right there at the Mart, Atlanta Mart. He says like 45 floors. I didn't know how big that place was. But I knew there was something going on because I picked up guys last night doing Lyft, and they were talking about it. So, and I've seen all the black vehicles. There's like hundreds of taxis parked right there. So obviously it's a good spot. I'm not necessarily driving back to that spot, but I'll try to be in that area tomorrow to pick up people around this time. One, I can pick people up, I can get out of there, and two, it's pretty easy to do. So not too bad. I'm at $36. I lost that reservation for $32. I could have probably got it, but somebody picked it up. But it's fine, because when you're doing different apps, and if I'm doing mostly Uber, I don't really want to get a reservation with Lyft unless it's like late at night. But just a couple hours, I don't know where I could be at with my next ride with Uber, and I don't want to miss a reservation. So you don't want to try to extend it and be like, oh, I mean, if it would have been on something really expensive, I just took a break. But $32 is not really that much. I'm used to having like $70, like even before when I was doing Uber, I was doing reservations that were like $60, $50, $80, $100, different. And that was when I was doing it in Jacksonville. I was getting airport reservations every night, and unfortunately it's not always like that around here. Lately it hasn't been like that, but times changed, and that's why I've started to go towards Uber Black, because the money's not there like it used to be with Uber, and I'm driving a lot, doing more work for less pay. It could be more drivers on the road, but it doesn't matter. There's more business on the road. Like, that's the thing, even with the black car services, me coming in and being a smaller business trying to do it, I'm not affecting anybody. And if you come in and do it, you're not affecting me. It doesn't affect anybody. You're going to get clients, you're going to lose clients. Just how it is. But there's enough clients out there for everybody. Everybody's making money. But the bigger fleets, they get greedy, because the more vehicles that get out there, the more clients are theirs. They just have more people to cover those clients. That's how they make money, is they trap you into, oh, it's too hard to do it by yourself. We can do it for you. We're going to pay you this much. You don't have to worry about it. Yeah. Or you can rent it from us. You don't have to get all this. Well, I'm about to show you guys why it's worth doing it by yourself. But let me run by, grab something to drink, since I'm over here by where I'm at anyways. Got it. $20 comfort ride. So let's go pick them up. Let's go drop them off. Let's go make some more money. It's time to do it. All right, so I dropped that lady off. She worked at some Inspired. It's like they own Jimmy John's, a bunch of stuff. $63 I'm at now. I landed in a Surge, but it says $1.25. It's like $3 everywhere else. I just happen to be where it's $1.50. But that's Uber for you. But little lady was nice. It was it's just interesting to see people when they work different jobs. Like, how do you get a job like that? She worked restaurants or something, but still. But up here's a lot of jobs. That's kind of why I chose this area. There's a lot of headquarters. That's a cool building right there. There's a lot of headquarters. You got all these nice stores and stuff. But that's why I chose this area. Yeah, Miami's great, whatever. Orlando's good. But honestly, I think Atlanta's probably going to be a little bit better. So that's why I'm there. It looks like an art gallery. These are nice stores all over here. It's a nice little area. Lenox Village or something. I really don't know. Buckhead. Luxury box. I can't really tell you exactly what this area is, but it's got like a lot of nice stuff. So it's definitely, there's the Capitol Grill. That's always in these nice areas. Chain restaurant, but a lot of these stores, I don't even know what the name of them are, but they're probably like high-end stores for like women, but whatever. It's a good spot. I actually picked up the guy earlier today. That was my first airport trip was from over here. He was at one of the bars. I guess he said Verizon's service went out, so he had to go in a bar to buy a beer. She gave me a tip. I appreciate that, ma'am. I really do. I love it when people give you a good tip. I really do appreciate it, because it makes a huge difference, especially since I'm not doing black. And then you got the robots. But since I'm not doing black, I'm not making as much money. But I told her kind of about it a little bit. But sometimes I'll say stuff about it, and then I'm like, some people are like it, and sometimes I feel like, maybe I just shouldn't say nothing, because like people don't really care. And it's fine. It don't matter if you really care or not. It's just how it is. I don't really care about a lot of stuff either, but doesn't mean, I like to talk to people, find interesting stuff. Now I'm starting to blab. I'm sorry. I'm waiting for another ride. Now, I am in a surge zone with Uber, but I turned Lyft on too, because I want to see if I get a good ride with Lyft, because I've made some money with Uber, but I got to start trying to do both. because you never know what kind of good ride might pop up with Lyft that might be better than Uber. Even though I got a surge with Uber, doesn't quite mean I can't get a good extra comfort ride or whatever. So sometimes it pays to have them both on. I do try to tend to have Uber a little bit more because I have it connected to my bank account, so I can send that money to my bank account. Lyft, I have it connected to my business account, so it really don't matter, but it's easier. Uber sends it to my account faster. Lyft doesn't quite send it as fast. Sometimes Lyft sends it, but it takes a little bit longer. So I got a $5.98 Lyft ride. I'm gonna take it. I'm gonna go offline with Uber, even though I have a surge, because I'm not getting any XL rides and I didn't get any comfort, so I turned Lyft on. So let me go pick these. So I dropped those people off right here with the Rolex in this nice little area, but Lyft's directions suck. Luckily, I've been in there the other night to pick up the ladies. They were really nice. They had ordered, they were like, we didn't order a black car. I'm like, yeah, I'm doing comfort, but I had picked them up in there, so I knew. So that's the good thing about working this area. But this is that high-end area. It's Buckhead Village. Super nice. Got all this stuff. But I got a $20 ride. I got to go pick up this lady. That ride was like $6. It was literally like $6. I can't look at it because Lyft doesn't let you do it, but it was like $6. So now, right now, I'm gonna be, when I finish this ride, I'll be at like almost $90 to $100. Just keep working, keep making some money. I might end up be doing more Lyft now because I keep getting rides, but we'll see. Let me go pick her up and then drop her off and then see where I'm at and figure out if I'm doing Lyft or Uber. But Lyft in this area works pretty good. It's just the directions, they go off mainly Google Maps. In Atlanta, Google Maps does not work in Atlanta. And from what I've heard, you really got to have, you really need, what do they call it? You really need Waze, but I can't use Waze, so I got to rely on Lyft's horrible directions in Atlanta. Well, hey, could be worse. But I tell you what, doing Lyft in Atlanta with the horrible directions makes you actually learn the area because you're not so reliant on the GPS. You actually got to know where you're going. So that's a good thing. Like, I'm learning. I'm definitely learning. The more I drive, every day I drive all these areas, the more I know which areas are good, more I know where to go, more I know where different places are. So that's part of getting to know the area. I just didn't drive as much in the beginning because I was so aggravated and frustrated with the for-hire process, getting the plates, getting all that stuff. Now all that stuff's done. Now I'm just waiting. I still got a few more things I got to get, but I can't really do it until I get that for-hire permit. So now it's just learning Atlanta. So let me go pick these. Yeah, Lyft's directions suck in Atlanta. Like, it screwed me up twice. It's made picking these people up so difficult. Lyft in Atlanta sucks. GPS sucks in Atlanta. Lyft makes me so mad. So it took me longer to get them to them than it did for me to drop them off at the place. They put in the wrong address, so it was only like $8. It wasn't, because it was not where they were. They put in the wrong place. So it was fine though. I still made $8. It was literally just a mile down the street. But I turned Lyft off because Lyft really aggravated me because their GPS, like, it even had me again getting off, going all these weird routes. Like, Lyft's GPS in Atlanta is horrible. Like, it is horrible. It makes no sense. Like, I'm going to take you to the airport. You take 75 all the way there. No, you're going to get off at Georgia Tech. You're going to go down 3 lights. You're going to get back on 75. Then you're going to go. That's stupid. I wish I could film it. I need to wear my glasses so I could film it. That way I could film it without filming the people. That's why I got them, was to be able to do that and to give, like, point of view when I start doing the black rides. But I'd have, like, private clients. I'm not going to do it during the actual ride. Come on, dude. You're driving a Suburban with limousine plates and you don't even know what you're doing. But I turned Lyft off. I lost a surge with Uber, obviously, but Uber's GPS in Atlanta is great, but Lyft makes it hard because you can't. I don't know what place I'm dropping you off at. It doesn't give me that information. Like when I have Uber and I get to it, I can look ahead, I can click on it, and it'll tell me, all right, you're dropping them off at the Wyndham, or you're dropping them off at the red phone booth, like where I pick those ladies up. But when I do Lyft, I can't see that information. I have to ask people, like, where am I? Oh, you're dropping us at the Southern something, which was the restaurant I dropped the other people off, which is cool. But like, if they're not from here, they don't know. And then I don't know because I don't know what the place is. If I see it says the Salty, I can look on here and I can see, okay, there it is right there. The direction glitches, I know where to get in at. But if I don't know what the place, now if it's an address because you're in a subdivision, that's different. I don't know the house numbers, whatever. You kind of have to look at the map. But when it comes to a business, a hotel, if I know that information ahead of time, it makes it so much easier. But Lyft just doesn't want you. Well, now I use Lyft with the CarPlay, so it doesn't let me access it on my phone because it's on the CarPlay, and it limits my information. But and it does it because it doesn't want you playing on the phone. Listen, I'm not playing on the phone while I'm driving. I'm doing it when I'm stopped, but I got to be able to see certain information. Otherwise, I don't know where I'm dropping these people off at. And yes, I am new here. The girl asked me, "Are you new?" I'm like, "Yeah, only been here like 2 weeks," but you know, it's all good. So let me go find another ride. Bro, I just had a match for Delta for $28, and it didn't give it to me. But it might come back because whoever else it gave it to, they might not have took it. But it's an airport trip, so most likely they did. I feel like I stepped in some like gum or something because I feel it like sticking to the pedal. That kind of sucks. But I'll figure it out in a second. But that sucks, man. I literally, $28, that would have put me at $100 with Uber. And I would have definitely got a ride afterwards. Hey, that thing pops back up. I'm taking it. Uber, give it to me for $37. Yeah, Uber, it'll send it back to me for like $17. Like, oh, you wanted that? Because it's listening. It's listening to me. I promise you. What I don't understand is, oh, it's in the gas, but I can't see because my light doesn't work. Oh, I do have the light in my thing though, I forgot. Oh well, I'll get another one. It's 7 o'clock. Somebody else watch. It's an XL ride because I only got XL and Comfort on. Mine Lyft too. Lyft's like, you denied a request. Yeah, I denied a request because it was like $6. Sorry, Lyft. I'm tired of doing $6. At least it's $6 though, and not $4. With Uber, it's like $4. But that's Uber too. I have. Why is it so hot? I mean, it's cold outside, but I can't stand the heat blowing in my face. It sucks. One thing I don't like is like heat blasting on me. I don't like to be cold, but I don't like heat just killing me. It sucks. Oh, damn. I went on the wrong highway now. Ah, you mother. Oh, I just got on the highway. Well, that's great, Uber. Or, it's not even Uber's fault. It's my fault. Damn it. I didn't mean to get on the highway. See, Atlanta's confusing sometimes. So I literally stopped. I got off the highway. I stopped to get out of the car because I felt like there was gum or something stuck to my foot, but there wasn't, right? And I literally pull into a hotel. And I just get out of the car, and somebody orders an XL ride from the hotel, and it pings me. And so I just turn around and I pick them up and drop them off around the corner. It was like $5 ride. It was like $5. It actually came to me at like 7, and then it canceled, and then it came back again, and they did it. So I don't know why, but they ordered the ride. But there was another group of people coming out, so maybe they canceled. But because a lot of people, even they were like, what kind of car is this? Because they didn't realize, people don't, when you look at this XT6 from the outside, it does look small. You're thinking XL, we're not gonna be able to fit in there, because you're thinking like my Honda CRV type size, like a mid-size SUV. This has third row seats. Now, all those people that got in my car, I could fit you all in there. But if you are all going to the airport and you had luggage, yeah, I can't do that. So there's some things I can't do. But I could fit a bunch of people in the car. I could do it. I just can't fit a bunch of people in a car and a bunch of luggage. Now, I've had two people, the doctor and his wife, they were from Fort Lauderdale, and they had so much luggage. It was kind of a tight fit. Like, I was like, dang. Like, they were going to, like, the Philippines, and I was like, dang. They were going on, I don't know how long they were gone for, but I tell you what, they packed their whole house. They had more luggage than me, and I got pretty much most of whatever I own because I'm traveling. But yeah, it was kind of crazy. But yeah, a lot of people don't realize how much room's in this car. Yeah, I can't go because I don't know what these people are doing. Oh, the road's blocked off. That's why. Well, that's nice. Gotta love Atlanta construction. But it could be worse, though. It could be worse. And they got killer burgers there, just so you guys know. Grindhouse, killer burgers. So good, they're going to kill you. I don't know. But that's what it said, killer burgers. They might be good. I have to try it out, but I'm not hungry. Like, I bought a bunch of ramen noodles. I got power bars. I got oatmeal, and I got Pop-Tarts. And that's what I'm eating for a while. I almost went to the varsity today, and I said, you know what? I don't need to spend the money. I need to literally stop getting used to spending money. And if I get close to where I'm at, I just go there real quick, eat some noodles or whatever, get a drink. I got a bottle of water, and stop spending money on energy drinks, because I bought all this stuff at the store, which I got to go to Costco because I have a membership. I need to go there and buy the stuff because it's cheaper, but I forget. Or not Costco, but Sam's Club. Or not, yeah, Sam's Club. But, because they have better when you buy bulk. Stopped real quick. I got a comfort ride, so I'm going to pick them up. So that works out pretty good. Sometimes it pays just to park somewhere and just wait. So you're not wasting gas. You're not wasting, you're not just driving in circles, but you're actually in a good location. You want to stay in that location. So I'm going to go pick up this person and see if I can't make a little bit of money. I'm getting closer. I need $200. I'm at about 100, almost. Actually, I am at 100 because I did Lyft also. But let me go pick up this person and let's see what we can do. All right, so I dropped her off at the Ritz-Carlton Residences. Now, that place I first did my original video for New Year's Eve. I was standing in the parking lot. That was the Ritz-Carlton Residences. I didn't know that. And so now I got another one. I'm going to take it just because staying in this area. It probably didn't give it to me. And if it does, I'm not going to be in the right spot. No, I'll request taken. It's fine, though. Because I'm at like $85. I'm just trying to work my way up to like 200. Because I've made forget what I made with Lyft so far. Lyft, I've got $14. Thought I had more than that for some reason. You know why? Because I didn't. They didn't go as far as they did. Otherwise, I'd have had more money. But it's fine. But I'm at like 85, 90. I'm at $100. I need to make another $100. It's only 7:30. It's still early. I'm feeling good. I'm ready to go. I'm ready to make some money. I'm trying to do it as much as I can. I'm trying to make some money. I'm in a good area. It's just a lot of these rides aren't too far. Not doing Black or Premier, you're not getting like $25 to drive a mile, or whatever. You're not getting $30 to drive 6 miles and stuff, which is so nice, because then you're doing 3 rides or 10 rides. You made $300 and you didn't even drive, but 60 miles total or something. Like, you're making a lot more money. But you'll see. I'll show you guys. And I'm in a good area because I see all these suburban stuff with the LM. But the reason why you'll see some of those cars that have LM but aren't, they're not Black vehicles, is because they're rented through some fleet. I haven't been able to figure out. I'm doing some digging, trying to do some research, because I'm gonna do an episode on it. But I got to figure out how to do it too, because I don't really want to put a business on blast. I just want to put how it's working. That's all I'm trying to do. Like, I'm not necessarily gonna put a business's name on there. I don't really care. It's different than like Uber or Lyft, but like, but I do want to show, like, if you go work for, say, this company versus you doing it like I'm doing it, even though it's harder and it's longer, whatever, show the difference in what you're making compared to what they're making, because they're the ones making money at the end of the day. You're not making any money. You're making a little bit. You might as well work for the West End or whatever. You might as well work for a company and just get paid hourly wage. I'm not happy with that. I'm not going to do that. I'm going to make my own money. I don't care how hard it is. I'm going to do it. And there goes the Waymo. So I had to go back. I clicked on regular Uber. I actually haven't been on regular Uber all day. Centennial Olympic Park. I'm going to take it. Got to make some money. St. Regis. So, I'm going to do a little bit of regular Uber, try to make some money. All right, so I dropped that guy off Margaritaville. Now, you got that Ferris wheel there, and he was making a good, what do you say, observation that it doesn't have the carts. Like, I've never seen it moving. So I was right there by the Centennial Park, the Olympic Centennial Park, and I was thinking the same thing. You see how the wheel is up there, and it doesn't move. Like, it hasn't been moving since I've been here. So he said it had carts on it, so I guess he was staying there. But because I picked him at a different hotel, so maybe he's eating there. I'm sitting there like, what's that noise? It was I ran over something like whatever it was. But you got all these hotels. You got all this stuff right here. It's nice. American Hotel, the West End. I mean, this is a nice little area. So now I got XL on and I got Comfort on. I took Uber off. But you got a lot of people right here that are here for this conference. And the conference is right here somewhere. Right at that place up. No, that's it. That's the Atlanta Mart or whatever. I forget what the name of the actual place is called because I'm not too familiar with Atlanta like that. So it's right there. Whatever. That's the Omni though, I think. No, that's the West End. Right here is the place. Right here. It's got like 45 floors, which is crazy. I mean, look how big this place is. And it's some type of conference. Doesn't really say what it is. But there's like a couple buildings. I mean, this place is huge. And I went through Uber Lyft only. We'll see the Uber Lyft pickup. But that's that building right there. Place is huge. They said it had like 45 floors. I'm like, dang. And then I took the guy earlier when I took him to the Lenox. They were staying at the hotel across from the Lenox Mall. He said, hey, can you drop his wife off? They're from Puerto Rico. He's like, can you drop me off at the Lenox Mall? I'm like, sure. What store do you want to go to? I don't really know the stores. I just see Macy's. I don't know. He's like, drop me off at Nike. So luckily, Nike's right there by Cheesecake Factory, so I kind of know where it's at now. But he's like, I gotta buy some shoes, and I'm like, why? He's like, oh, it's got 45 floors. You know how much walking that is? I'm like, yeah, I can imagine. And he's like, yeah, I didn't know it was that big, you know. And he was like, yeah. So he had to go buy another pair of shoes because they had to walk so much because they're here all week. So that conference is here all week. It's like 9 to 5. So I know the hours to kind of be up here, try to get some rides like around like 4 o'clock. Take it just because I got to make some money. It's not the best ride, but it's whatever. I'm trying to work my way to $200 or $150 because I've already made like 20 with Lyft. But hey, it's whatever. I'm slowly getting there, guys. It's a lot harder. It's more of a grind doing regular Uber. I've been doing some XL, been doing a little bit of Comfort, but not getting as much as I want. And going to the airport today and then not getting rides when I leave did kind of hurt me because it was like, dang. But you know, it happens. All right, so I did 2 rides. Last one was $8.55. Ended up way down here, kind of near the airport. Gonna go back up towards like Lenox and all that. Kind of get out of this area. But I did I had a couple of people there for that conference. Dropped them off at the Ritz. Then I picked this guy up at some club place down there, and then dropped them off down here. I'm trying to work my way back up, because if I stay down this way, I'll just keep getting dragged farther south, and I ain't getting no rides to the airport this late. So ain't no point of working close to the airport. Might as well go back up towards Lenox, all that, because it's like 9 something. So start getting kind of still be kind of busy and stuff. I'm at like $110, so I made $125 because I got Lyft. So I made like $125, so I ain't doing too bad. Making some money. It's a grind. It definitely is a grind doing this, but it's whatever. It's fine. It could be worse. So I'm just going to keep going, try to make me some money. All right, so now it's raining, but I'm back over here, better area. So now I've done 9 trips, and I did 2 with Lyft, so that's like 11. Well, I used to do 9 trips. I used to make a lot more than $110, but we already know that, so no big deal about complaining. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go do some more trips, try to make some more money. It's like 9:30, so I'm trying to do what I can do. Make some more money, and I'm gonna go put this in an episode and upload it, because I ain't uploaded something on YouTube in a minute, but that's because I've been worried about a bunch of other stuff, and I've been driving, just not a whole lot. I've been trying to figure out how to do a lot of stuff. That's why I'm trying to get a little bit better quality, not as much content, but better content. But a lot of people don't know that, so I need to post it so people can see it. And that's why I'm telling you guys. I'm trying to polish it, trying to change it, trying to do something a little bit different, but without the black, it's kind of hard. So, I've been kind of focused on that. I've been kind of losing focus of everything else, which, it happens sometimes, but it's all good. I'm still doing all right. So, about to be up here, make some more money. It's starting to rain though, but rain sometimes actually makes it busier. So we'll see. But you can see right now it's raining, but it's all good. Try to do some more rides, see if I can't get me a couple more $10 rides, make a little bit of money, make like $150. It'd be great. If I can just do $150 a day, that'll kind of help me make what I need to make. I mean, to pay, everything. Just, I haven't been eating out. I haven't been doing anything. I literally just bought stuff to eat at the house, and I stopped by there and eat it, or wherever I'm at. It's not the house, but whatever. Hey, sometimes you gotta literally, I should have done that a long time ago, but it's hard because I was staying at hotels and stuff, so I can't really cook, so it's hard to really buy. And then at the other hotel, I didn't have anything to microwave. I did have a microwave, but I didn't really have stuff to like cook if I wanted to. So now I have that access. It makes it a little bit easier. Even though I'm not the greatest cook, I don't really cook much. I still buy food and eat food and stop eating out and wasting money every day, like spending $50 or whatever. It all adds up. I'm not very good at budgeting, and I'm going to get better at it because I got much of a choice. I do better when I don't have much of a choice and I got to do it. Then when I don't really have to do it, I kind of just, don't worry about it. But when I have to, I can do it, and I'm better at doing it when I have to. So I don't know if that even makes sense. Probably, honestly, probably what are you talking about? But it's all good. So let me turn this thing back on. Let's get some rides, make some money. Get that. That's not what I'm trying to do. That's way too far away. That's crazy. I'd take the $11, but not driving 6 miles to drop them off 10. And yeah, that's not gonna work. That's definitely not gonna work. Yeah, that's craziness right now. Uber, it lost its mind. Maybe what I should do is take the Uber off, and I'll just do Comfort and XL as I'm driving a little bit farther. Because I had to get out of the area I was at. It was like Buckhead and all that, and I'm not gonna work down there. It's not smart. Alright guys, I'm about to go and get this surge. As you can see where it's surging at, right there. It is literally surging right here. And that's where I'm headed towards. So, I'm gonna go catch that surge. I'm gonna go make some money. It's time to catch a surge. Alright, so you notice I have it on pause because I'm going to catch that surge. So when I get into that surge, that's when I'm going to go online. Because if I keep heading to it without being online, that surge is going to go disappear. So like I've always said, in order to catch that surge, you've got to literally go pause it and then go. Because if you go to that area with it out without it paused, it's going to register you as in that area. The surge is going to go away. The whole point of the surge is to draw you to that area. So that's why you always pause it. You hit pause, little coffee cup, and then you get closer to the surge zone. So I'm almost there. Like I'm literally almost to that surge zone. So once I get in there and it shows on there, that's when I go online. That's when I unpause it, and that's when I get me a ride and get a $3.25 surge or whatever it is once I get in that area. I'm literally almost there. So I literally just keep driving. Once I get into that surge zone, I go back online and then I'll catch the surge, and then bam, now I got a bonus as I start. Because I'm at $110. I got to go back to the old tricks, guys. I got to make money. I'm doing Uber. I'm not doing Premier. I'm not doing Black yet. So I got to go back to those old tricks and strategies that I used to use. And look, bam, I'm almost in it. Literally, as we speak, I'm about to be in the surge zone. So now what I'm going to do is go online. See that? I am in the surge zone, $1.75 surge. So I might even drive a little bit farther, but you know what? I'm going to resume it anyways, just because $1.75 is good. So look at that, $19 surge. And you know what? I'm going to take it because you know what? I got to make some money. So let me go pick up these people and there we go. All right, well, I dropped them off, made $19. Now I'm at $130. Then I had $14 from Lyft. And it sucked because I had Lyft still on when I go to pick him up. And literally, I get a $30 ride. But I'm not the kind of guy to be like, oh, cancel this one, I'm going to go do it. I'm not going to do it. Like, I wouldn't do that. I don't know. I'm not that kind of driver where I'm going to be like, oh, well, I'm almost to pick you up, and then I get another ride that's more money. It wasn't way more, but still, like, I'm not gonna do that. Like, even if it was like $100, I wouldn't do it because I'd feel like, you know what, that'd be wrong. Somebody's waiting, and then you're almost there. They see you're there. They see you almost. They see you, and then you cancel the ride and drive off, and they're like, what the, you know, so I just couldn't do that. I wouldn't want somebody to do that to me, so that's why I wouldn't do that to somebody else. I always try to think of, if that was me, how would I feel? I'm not saying I'm always perfect, but, you know, I try to do the right thing, and so I'm at $130. I'm going to resume it just to see if I get a ride, even though I'm kind of far away. I'm up here in Marietta. So I am a little far away. Cobb County International Airport. Maybe I'll get a ride from there. But I am way up here, so it's a little far, but maybe I get a $20 ride up here. You never know. Being up here, sometimes you get a little longer, more expensive rides, but work my way back down to Smyrna. Now, these are all good areas, though. A lot of money up here, a lot of good areas. Smyrna, Marietta, Sandy Springs, Buckhead, Lenox, all that North Atlanta is really good. Downtown's good, too. Like, you got that conference and stuff, but you got a lot of other stuff that goes on. But I think the Brave Stadium's up a little farther north. I thought it was down there south, but it's not. I was wrong about that, but you know, it's all good. Yeah, I'm almost to Marietta. I'm like in Marietta, and actually, this is where I used to live. Was up here in Marietta. This is where I used to live. I was born in Atlanta, Fulton County. I believe it was Fulton County. Yeah, because if you look on my birth certificate, it's Fulton County. But my mom and them lived in Marietta. My dad went to college in Kennesaw. I had family in Stone Mountain. I had family all up here. So, but I was like literally so young. I think I went to like first grade or something. I remember taking karate up here when I was like really young, but it was Taekwondo. I was like, I think I got like camouflage belt, and then when we moved down south, I never went back to do it, which would have been nice. I don't know why I got out of it, because I was playing baseball. I played baseball, so I just didn't. But I remember living up here a little bit, but I was so young that it just, when you're super young like that, you don't really remember a whole lot. I mean, how many memories I got? So, I mean, it's kind of hard to remember that stuff. But I remember very little bits and pieces of stuff. And I'm talking about very, very little. But it's been a long time since I've been up here. It's weird to come back up here and start a business up here where I was born. Especially since I don't ever really come up here. Like, I've never come up here to do anything. Like, come up here once. Me and my ex-wife came up here once because her family lives up in Atlanta, but it was like not up in Marietta. I think it was like in South Atlanta or East Atlanta, West, I don't know, somewhere in Atlanta. But I didn't even know where. I remember we went to the airport and then dropped off my buddy, and then we went somewhere else, so I couldn't even tell you. But let's see if I can get a ride. Alright, well, I didn't get a ride on the way back. I don't know if it glitched or what. So I'm right here. It wasn't right here where I'm at. So I made 134 tonight. I did 10 trips, and then I did 2 trips with Lyft, so I made about 145. So I'm averaging about 150 a day so far, so I need to at least make that, or actually honestly try to make more. But it's going to be the weekend, Thursday, all that. I'm just going to start earlier. I really just got to work harder. I really got to work harder, but I'm going to do it. I mean, I'm working 7 days, so it's a little different. Well, guys, it's time for Uber Black. You guys ready? Well, let's go, guys. In Atlanta, Georgia, state number 2. Let's go.